It's the last days of summer on the Constance Lake First Nation. At this time of year, the streets should be filled with children playing. But it's quiet today on this small Northern Ontario reserve. It has been for some time.
If you take a look, compare from 2014, you used to see kids running around. When you ride around today, you don't see that anymore. It's obvious that there's something happening.
Robin Bunting has seen the impact Canada's child welfare system is having on Indigenous children firsthand. She spent time in foster care and group homes when she was a young girl. It was an experience that she has tried hard to forget, but one that has had a direct impact on the work she does today.
All my years, I knew when I was a little girl in care that I knew that I wanted to go into this work to help other kids that were in situations that I've been in. And I had done it everywhere. I did everything I could, 110%. I give it everything. I live, eat, sleep, breathe child welfare, and that's okay. People say it's not okay to love it, something that much, to love work that much. It's not work to me.
Bunting has worked in the child welfare system now for the last 20 years. Today, she serves as a band representative for her home community of Constance Lake, where she advocates for children in care and helps families navigate the system.
People come to leadership, families, moms and dads and cookums come to leadership and say, they took my kids. I need help. Who can help me? And then at the time, we didn't have a band rep program. We didn't have anyone in our office really to help people like us. So we created this over the years. I would say 2014 or 14 is when we identified the need for it.
Canada's underfunding of First Nations child welfare is well known, but it's not only the federal government that's failing Indigenous children. First Nations child welfare agencies are assuming more and more responsibility each year. Agencies like Cunawanamano, they deliver services to 11 First Nations communities in the province, and according to Bunting, they are repeating the same mistakes.
They're trying to break my people. You know, I can feel my people and they're hurt. Like I said, I ride around and I see the empty streets and they're hurting them. And it's loud.
And the statistics are telling. The number of children apprehended by Cunawanamano has increased significantly over the last few years. According to Bunting, who is her band's child welfare representative, in 2016 there were only 2 apprehensions. The next year there were 4. As of today, Cunawanamano has 37 apprehensions that are before the courts.
There has to be a system developed where we can address all the things that need to be addressed, such as the mental health, the addictions, the family support, and to support families in situations like this, even in child welfare.
Chief Richard Allen has seen the impact Cunawanamano is having on his community. He still remembers the original vision for the agency and has his own opinions of where they went wrong.
With Cuno, when we were a partner, we thought that we were creating something new and unique. But at the end of the day, from my perspective, they don't care, right? They don't care about our children, our family's well-being, the mental health of the First Nation. It's about what's coming in my pocket to sustain me, to sustain Cunawanamano. They're not really pushing the agenda to say, how could I help?
Allen says the system as it's operating today is failing his people.
And they don't want to recognize what our systems are. They believe their systems are more superior than what our systems that we have to abide by because they say so. Why should we follow a system that we know is already failing? It's a failing system, this child welfare system.
APTN reached out to Cunawanamano for comment. We asked them to help explain the increase in child apprehensions on the Constance Lake First Nation and what steps they are taking to rebuild their strained relationship within the community. They haven't answered our questions.
I'm a good person and I don't believe in intimidating anybody, but I'm not going to stop when I know that children at home are suffering. I'm going to do everything I could to help those kids. And that's what I try to do. I speak for them. The children that cannot speak, I speak for them.
Coming up tomorrow night on APTN National News, a family tragedy on Constance Lake.
Now it's just like my world is ripped apart, you know, and